into this call. I questioned myself at a point in time. I'm like, man, should I keep doing the morning meetings? And I'm like, you know what? Some people might not, have it available in their schedule to hop on because of work, school, whatever the case may be. And then I had another thought that came to mind, and it was like, you know what? What about the people who do? So, with this, I want us to kind of shift our focus right now. I know just to go ahead and list out a couple of things, if you are somebody who has the desire to build the business and earn income online, right now is the best time to actually do it. We have an upcoming convention. We have an event in Detroit coming up, and I don't know if you guys were on that last big call that we had with the CEO, Rich in China, but Rich said, "Look, I'm gonna put up $2,000 of my own money for anybody in the United States that reaches the top of the leaderboard in terms of the US." So what that means is you could get away if nobody else in the month of February signs up 11 people. You could walk away with 2,000 plus just from enrolling 11 people into your business. And that will get you to at least an extra $600 a month. So honestly speaking, if right now your trading account ain't got 1,000 in it, if right now you ain't got no crypto investments with 1,000 in it, if right now your bills, you stressed about how you gonna pay your bills at the end of the month, or maybe you even missed the beginning of this month and you a little late on your bills, like we gotta take advantage of the opportunities that's consistently been put in front of us because at some point, God forbid, let's just say you were not a part of this opportunity. Let's just say that you never had the chance for somebody else. Because I'm gonna be honest, your job not throwing incentives for you to do your job. Your job not saying do your job for the week for this month and I'm gonna give you a bonus of 2,000. That's not happening. So I don't want us to get comfortable being in this space where we have opportunity being presented to us on a regular basis that we don't take advantage of them because we already know that there's gonna be another one because there's no guarantee that there will be another one. I remember one thing Rich told me early on in my journey. He was like, what are you waiting on to go out there and reach your goals? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, do you just think that Christopher Terry is gonna be alive forever? I'm like, damn, like, yo. He's like, I don't know. Nobody knows what's to happen in the future. Nobody knows. And he's like, you know what you want. You know what your goals, you understand your desires. Right now, we are in a position where we have a CEO who's willing to pay us to help us and help our people create the success that they desire in their lives. Right? So when it comes down to it, we have to wake up every single day in the present moment and go to our desk, go to our clear space and figure out what all opportunities do I have in front of me right now today that I could take advantage of to get closer to where it is that I want to be tomorrow, where I want to be next year, where I want to be next month, next week, 10 years from now. All right. And so today's call, I want to talk about the spiritual side of success. Okay. This is something that, I've trained on before and it might be something that you might need a refresher of, and it might be something that you probably never even heard before as well. So, with that being said, I like that like better. Yeah. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. So, if you got notes, I definitely recommend you take notes. I definitely recommend you lock in. But this is gonna be about the seven spiritual. This no, not the seven, the spiritual side of success. All right. And so at the top of this, you guys, for those who believe in God. You could write this down. You could keep this in mind. For those who don't, you don't have to listen to it. But Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not into your own understanding, and always acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path." Right? So it's a very biblical written thing, and I just kind of modernized it for you guys. So trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not onto your own understanding, and in all ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 6. And so, what I want you guys to truly understand, I made a YouTube video about this, and I was just talking about how I would not be where I am today if I didn't lean on faith. I don't know what it is that you guys personally believe in. I don't know who it is that you guys pray to. But success is not only going to come by your own personal efforts, your grind, your commitment, your thought. Like, and I'm going to be honest, majority of the grind that we think we're doing is mentally. I promise y'all probably think way harder than y'all work, if I could be real. And if it was vice versa, you'll be further than where you are. All right? Just to be honest. So we have to figure out, okay, boom, I already understand that I need to put the work in. Now, what is the spiritual understanding? What is the things outside of myself? The things outside of my action that might prevent or enable my success. Okay? And so the first thing I want you guys to do is it's all about raising your level of awareness. Okay? You must raise your level of awareness. You want to be aware that you are human, right? And that you are flawed and imperfect, which means that you make mistakes and you do not know it all. The moment that I kind of put myself in that mindset, that baby mentality, not the baby mentality of I want everybody to do everything for me, but that baby mentality of I'm going to be a sponge because I know for a fact that I don't understand everything. And I know for a fact because I don't understand everything, I'm going to make mistakes. And I understand that the only way I actually will win off of the mistakes that I make is if I'm aware of the mistakes that I'm making, right? So you must raise your level of awareness. You got to be aware of how you're spending your time and how you're wasting your time. You got to be aware of the process that nothing is meant to happen overnight, but the more you do consistently, the sooner the results that you desire will come. We have to raise our level of awareness and understanding also that we are only human, right? When it came down to my mindset in this business, I prayed for this. I don't know about you guys, but I was knees down on the edge of my bed, like crying almost every morning, praying for an opportunity. I was tired mentally and physically of the life that I was living. And it wasn't until I took advantage of this opportunity that I was like, you know what? God, I'm gonna just do my part and I'm gonna let you step in. I don't know how to do this business. I've never done this business. I didn't even care about doing the business when I first started. I just wanted to learn how to trade. And I even prayed to God about trading too. I said, God, I don't get this. I want to be in a position to where I could get my team paid. That was in this. I said a prayer before the business and I said a prayer in the business. Like, yo, I don't get this. I don't know it. I don't understand it. I don't know how. But I'm gonna believe that you're gonna make this the opportunity that changed my life. And I'm gonna do my part. Whatever they tell me to do physically, I'm gonna do it. And whatever needs to be done in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm, whatever needs to be done outside of me, I'm gonna give it to you. The decisions that these people make after I put them on the call. When I drop the Zoom link, whoever decides to get on the call, I'm gonna leave it up to you. And I'm gonna just do my part. Right? So that's what I take from that scripture, right? Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. I trust and believe that God wants for me what I want. Right? I trust and believe that. And I acknowledge him with everything it is that I do. And I'm very, very confident that he will direct my path. If it wasn't meant for me to be here anymore, I wouldn't be here. But there's a reason why I'm still here today. There's a reason why the company is still here today. There's a reason why Christopher Terry got on that call with the same level of energy that he had when they said he first started. There's a reason. And I'm going to trust the process and I'm going to do my part. Right? The next thing I want to talk about is two, practicing gratitude. Okay? You got to be grateful for your current situation. I just paid my car note this morning. I'm like, bro, I paid a car note of a Mercedes Benz right now. All right, my credit wasn't the best when I first got that car, right? So I'm paying the car note of a Mercedes Benz right now, and I don't drive a Benz. So I paid my car note today, and I'm like, bro, ugh, like what the hell? Y'all keep getting all this extra money out of me that y'all don't deserve, and I got this loan, this terrible loan. It is what it is. But outside of that, I'm like, man, nobody's taking my car, right? I don't know if y'all ever seen somebody get their car took. All right, nobody's my car note is paid. My car will be in my driveway when I wake up, when I go to sleep, when I wake up the next day. I'm grateful, right? I don't have to get lifts and Ubers to work like I used to when I worked at Menards. That was my life. I was literally going to work, coming home, not going out, not eating fast food, saving up to get a car. Because majority of my paycheck was going into my bank account to save for the car, and the rest of it was paying for lifts to even get the money that was going to put the paycheck in my bank account. So right now, today, what do I have to be ungrateful for that I don't got a Benz or that I got a car? I think having a car beats out anything else. So that car note, boom, I'm grateful that I even have a car note to pay, right? Because I remember when I had the money and didn't have the car, and I'm like, damn, like I could pay a car note right now. I need to go get a car. I need a car. Like I'm making enough to have to pay a car note. There was a point in time in this business where I didn't have a car, right? I sold my car to my insurance because it was acting up. I paid it off and then sold it off. I used that money and I invested it into the business. I was catching flights. And I'm like, oh, I don't even need a car because I'm not really home. And then a point came by where I was at home more than ever. And I'm like, damn, I need a car. And right now I've been blessed with a car, right? So you got to be grateful for your current situation. This will attract abundance in your life. Start to cherish more of what you are and what you have. And don't take it for granted, all right? This will allow you to fully take advantage of opportunity. For example, someone who is grateful for opportunity is not going to miss trainings. All right. You guys been on this meeting right now. That was the mindset that I have, right? I know Shania is at work right now for a fact. Right or wrong, Shania? I don't know about any of you got anybody else, but what I do know is Shania is at work right now. And I know that every single time that I drop a morning dedication, Shania is at work because she works in the morning. And she might be on break right now, but I know there's times when I do it and she's not on break and she'll have her camera on and she'll be working in the background. That's somebody who's grateful for the opportunity. And I'm not counting y'all out, right? I know Latrell said he just got off work. I'm not saying y'all should be at working on this Zoom call, but what I'm saying is people who are grateful for the opportunity treats and respects and moves different with the opportunity. They take advantage of every opportunity to take value away, right? And when the time comes when they get the success that they want, everybody else who didn't take advantage of the opportunity gonna be sitting back wondering, curious why. Why them and not them? You get what I'm saying? Why her and not me? When I jumped into this business and I hit the same rank as the person that brought me in this business, it was a lot of people that was sitting back like, yo, he did this in a month. Why him? I've been here. I've been grind. I've been working. Blah, 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 blah. I was in the shower on Zoom calls, praying that my camera didn't get turned on. I'm like, yo, like I don't know how this Zoom stuff work, but I gotta take this shower and I can't hear it when my phone is on the sink. So y'all in the shower with me. Y'all in the shower with me. I'm praying that camera don't get turned on. I'm in the car doing DoorDash, listening to the Zoom calls, right? It's funny, but I'm being serious. Like this is dead serious. I remember when I drove to Alabama to work with my team 10 hours away. We didn't have a laptop to do the Zoom calls. So we ran presentations over our phone. I got a video of me at the gas station. We stopped for gas on the way to Alabama. We did one Zoom call when we first got on the road. We did a second Zoom call. Why? Because I was grateful to be able to run a $1 billion company as my own business for only $25. And it's moments in my life where I realize and I feel like I'm not being grateful enough. And every time I realize I lost something, if I could be so honest with you, every time I realize I've lost something, I've lost people in my business and came to a realization. I've lost more money out of my bank account and came to a realization. I've lost money in my investments or my trading and I came to a realization. But I challenge you today to stop having to lose in order to realize. It's way better when you just wake up every day and take a moment to be grateful for all of the things in your life that are moving and working right. Because when you don't, you just act. And you might act on things that still ain't alignment with the things that you should be grateful for. All right. So I'm gonna repeat this one more time. Someone who's grateful for the opportunity is not going to miss trainings. They're going to watch the videos within the academy, within the platform. They're going to plug into the Go Lives. They're going to use the scanners. They're going to use the strategies. And in return, they will get the results. Three, focus on the possibilities. We focus on the wrong piece sometimes. Sometimes we put more focus on the problem than we put on the possibilities. This may be the only can we be honest? How many people see people struggling right now who used to be doing good? I see people who used to live a great life and they're stressing and talking about money. And I'm like, uncle, uncle, auntie, I we used to look up to y'all. And y'all sound a little bit more stressed than we are. All right? You got to focus on the possibilities and not the problem. Let's be honest and humble with ourselves. This may be the only opportunity that we have access to that can make us millions of dollars. Do not be them. And what I mean when I say them is people out here in the world that sees so many people make money in so many different avenues. So you automatically feel like you can do it too. You should. But just because the opportunities are there do not mean that you're going to get what's there. If you are right now in a position of an opportunity that can make you millions, why do you think that you'll take advantage of the next one to make millions? Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves, right? Some stuff been happening in the company. People have been going, doing this, doing that. And I've had somebody come to me and they like, yo, Josh, if you come to my organization, if you come to this company, I have a group of people who are from Mexico. It's going to be about 2,000 people, and I'm going to be able to put them in your business off rip. And I'm like, okay, one, let me just be honest with y'all. I don't speak Spanish. So those 2,000 Mexicans will be in my business. They don't even know me. I don't know them. I can't even talk to them. I don't have no influence over them. Is that even my business? No. And then my second thought was I've been here in this company and I ain't making, $10,000 a month yet just from my business yet. So what's gonna change over there? They could give me 2,001 leg of business, but I still got to build the other. What's gonna change there? And sometimes when we try to take the easier route, it becomes the harder route, right? So don't focus on the money when it comes down to business, when it comes down to this. Like I said, people jump from opportunity to opportunity because they focus on money, because they focus on a lot of things that more than likely will not give them the success. You focusing on the money that you can make is not going to give you the money that you want to make. But you want to focus on the person that you have to become to achieve that level. Yes, I could go over there, get the 2,000 people, and I might even be able to get $10,000 a month quicker. But does that mean that I'm going to keep it? There is a reason why God has not given that to me yet here. And I strongly believe that. There is a reason why God has yet to have given that to me here. I don't need to run the new opportunities for God to bless me. I don't need to give up on this, give up on the people who looked up, give up on what I've said, me believing that this is the best company out there. I don't need to switch up on my word and then go try something easier or that could be better for God to give me what I want. You can make $1 million in any and every avenue, but there's a reason why you're here. And it's up for you to know that, understand that, and stay focused on what you need to be to receive it. Next, become accountable. Four, the sooner you realize that you are the creator of your problems, listen to me when I say this. The sooner that you realize that you are the creator of your problems, the easier it will become for you to win. A lot of people sit there and think that it's everybody and everything else that's doing this to them. You broke right now. You are the creator of you being broke right now because in the past you could have made decisions differently, right or wrong. You could have been making decisions differently. You could have taken different actions. Simple. You are the creator of your problems. The moment that you take accountability for that is the moment that you become more powerful. Think about how weak you sound to feel like everybody is doing everything to you. You playing victim? You a grown up playing victim. I wasn't dealt the right cards. When you work a job that you could have went out there and bought your own cards. You worried about what was given to you and what was done to you, what was done for you when you could do more for yourself with God behind you. I'm not here to preach to y'all, but I want y'all to really understand that when you start to point the finger and beat and point the blame, you're not being stronger. That's taken away from your confidence. When you could confidently say like, "Damn, I did this to myself, but I'm finna fix it." That's way more powerful than the person that's saying, "Why did you do this to me?" I don't care what tone why did you do this to me? You still sound sorry. Why is this happening to me? You still sound sorry. I don't care what tonality you have. Why? You sound questioning. When you question, you're missing something. You're confused. But when you understand I did this to myself, there's no question about that. And you could fix it. You can start focusing on the solution and not the problem. So become accountable. When challenges arise in your business and in your life, people usually try to find the scapegoat. They try to point the finger. You must resist the urge to blame somebody else. Why isn't Josh dropping trades? I'm not profitable. Why doesn't Josh do more trading trainings? I'm not profitable. Why does Josh only talk about the business? Why hasn't Josh called me and made sure that I built my business? Why hasn't Josh done this for me yet? Josh is 23 years old with his own goals, with things going on in his own life. Granted, I would love to do more, but sometimes I gotta focus on certain things and do certain things. So why are you worried about Josh when you're paying for an educational platform to give you it all? And then 9 times out of 10, people got expectations of me that I don't even know of. They don't tell me that they want another trainer. They don't tell me that they need help with this, but they expect it. They want it. And this ain't just about me, but just in general. Don't find someone to blame. I'm not worried about anybody blaming me about anything, right? So don't think I'm taking it personal, right? You must resist the urge to blame someone else and get in the habit of constantly self-evaluating so you can find the root of your problem and tackle it head on. Okay, boom. Let's move past Josh not dropping trades. Why am I not opening the harmonic scanner? Why am I not taking screenshots of what I see on the harmonic scanner and sending it to the chat for someone to possibly help me with what I'm looking at? Maybe Josh could get to the chat quicker maybe Josh could help me quicker if I did 50-50 of the work. Maybe Josh is driving. I'm just using me as an example. Maybe Josh is driving. I wish he would do a harmonic scanner training right now, but I don't know that he's driving. But maybe he's driving and I'm expecting for him to do a training right now. Maybe he's traveling. Maybe he's focused on something else in his business. But if I just take this little screenshot, send it to the chat, maybe he could look at that quicker and give me a training in the chat. Maybe he could tell me if I should buy or not. Maybe somebody else could tell me if I should buy or not, right? Self evaluate so that you can find the root of the problem and tackle it head on and come up with different options. Five, be the dumbest in the room. Never feel like you know more than your mentor. If your mentor tells you to do something and you believe that you're already doing what they're saying, you already lost. You always want to be a student. I caught myself doing this when I was with Rich in Atlanta, and I had to check myself. Rich was telling me something, I'm like, bro, I already know this, and I'm like, but you don't got the money yet. You haven't done it yet. So what does it matter what you think you know? You're still not there. Let's just say that. You're still not there. So just shut up and listen. Right? I have to check myself on this as well too. Because sometimes we get a little bit of results or we feel like we heard something so much that we think we know it all. But if you knew it, you would have applied it already. And if you applied it already, you would have got the results already. So you ain't making $1,000 a month. You don't know nothing yet. If you have not done it and proved that you know it. That's what we got to really understand. We got to humble ourselves and realize that we truly don't know it if we haven't done it and gotten results from it yet. Right? Last but not least, consistency and patience. Right? This is the last one. Consistency and patience. These are all the six things spiritual side of success. Rome was not built in a day, and neither can your empire. You want to build generational wealth, you guys, it's a process. You want to build an amazing size trading account, it's a process. You want to build a big global online business, you want to impact lives all around the world, you want to create a lot of results on your YouTube channel, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, you want to have a bigger following, it's a process. All right. Remember that you are not always going to have people join your business immediately. The results that you desire will not always happen immediately. Remember that, my bad. Allow yourself to plant the seed, right? The tree and the fruits that it bears will not sprout instantaneously, right? My bad. Couldn't get that out. When you say, look, man, I want to have a seven-figure trading account, it's not gonna sprout instantaneously. When you say, man, I want to have this many sales in my e-commerce business, it's not gonna sprout instantaneously. When you say, oh, I want this many credit clients, it's not gonna sprout instantaneously. When you say, I want to build this business, I want my kid to have this life, it's not gonna sprout instantaneously. Patience is something that you want to practice and always be consistent, because the moment that you keep stopping to check to see if it's sprouted, it's not. Y'all ever locked yourself out your phone? You ever like had your phone in your pocket and it's like 15 minutes until you could try it again? Y'all ever done that? You looking at the time does not make the time go by faster. How many of y'all realize that? Or staring at the microwave, you like, oh my God, I feel like it's taking longer. Distract yourself with the work. I challenge you right now to distract yourself with the work. Stop checking the business. Stop checking your trade imbalance. Stop checking your law. Don't stop checking your history, but stop checking your balance, expecting for your balance to move if you ain't moving it. Stop checking your business if you ain't moving your business. It's not gonna happen. Nothing. You watching it is not gonna make it grow faster. You need to take action and distract yourself with the work, and then get little. Y'all just imagine this, right? You plant a seed and you turn your back to the seed that you just planted. It's a big tree that you're expecting to grow. And you turn your back and you still digging for more seeds. It's sunny outside. Let's just say, right? It's the sun don't never go down. It's sunny. Boom, you working, you working, you working. And all of a sudden you start seeing a shadow and you like, oh, and that big ass tree is right behind you. Right? That's how you want your success to come. You want to be so distracted in the process, because the biggest thing about this business, and it's the last point that I'm gonna make, understand this requires you to show up every single day, no matter what. And let me express to you, I don't know about trading. Well, trading, same thing. But in the business, let's talk about this right now. In the business, the work that you do right now is for the future. I get paid every Friday. I don't have to do nothing today, tomorrow. That's why I was able to take days away from not doing Zoom calls to focus on other things, because I'm already paid. But me coming back and doing these Zoom calls, it's not for my paycheck next week. This is not for my paycheck today. This is not for my paycheck tomorrow. I'm already paid. Me grinding today still is for the paycheck that I expect to still hit next year, Friday. 2 years from now on Friday. This is for you to take the value and for me to pour into you to where you then will finally do the work at some point that will change both of our lives and both of our businesses. Practice patience, stay consistent, and the seed that you bury will grow into the fruit that you desire, you guys. Good morning. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys within the next calls. Check the chat to see the schedule. We are out.